that's hurt your daylight.
Hey, what's all the racket?
It's time to go to work, lazy bones.
But Granny, it's 5 o'clock in the morning.
Better late than never.
I'm a big city boy now. Nothing can get me out of this hour.
You want breakfast?
I'm ready, Granny.
For a city boy, you move pretty good. Your Uncle Jed's already at the table.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Ellie Mae! Oh, you're up.
But I sure am.
You young'uns wouldn't have this trouble if you went to bed at a decent hour.
I went to bed at 9 o'clock.
There you are. Now take your rooster and put 'em out. Have some breakfast, and then we'll go down and get Atlantic Enterprises ready for business.
Friend Frankfurt won't even be open. Folks in Beverly Hills don't get up this early. But
They don't, huh? You know who that is at the door? Mr. Drysdale. Riding into town with us.
at 5 o'clock in the morning?
He didn't stay up half the night like you did. He knows this is the best part of the day. It's the early bird that catches the worm. So, he's up, ready to go. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Mr. Drysdale.
Where am I? What happened? Granny, you called me. What's the trouble?
No trouble. We need you to open up the bank building so we can go to work.
It's 5 o'clock. The stars are out. The moon is shining.
It does make you feel good, don't it? Jed always says up at 5, you're sure to try. Wait till 6, you're in a pit. What kind of a day is it going to be?
Rotten.
I best go check the weather sign.
Well, doggy. Mr. Drysdale. Why, you're the first city fella I ever seen with gumption enough to get going before sunup. Well, I always say up at 5, you're sure to thrive. Wait till 6, you're in a pity. That's what I always say. We're kindred spirits, Mr. Kravitz.
You're wrong, Mr. Drysdale. It's going to be a fine day.
Good.
Have you had your breakfast?
Granny, you know he's had breakfast. But this man keeps country hours.
How about some coffee?
Well, fine, I love it.
You still got on your nightclothes.
What? Oh. You see, I didn't want to turn on the lights and wake my wife. I reckon you beat her up regular. No, but it's a great idea. Oh, you mean get up ahead of her. Let's go have that coffee.
You go right ahead. We'll be right with you.
Oh, thank you.
Chief, it's only 8:30. What are you doing here at this hour?
This hour? I've been here since 5:30.
How come?
I'd open up so the Kravitz would go to work.
5:30?
From now on, they want to open up at 5.
You're wearing pajamas.
Oh. I was so sleepy I forgot to change. Oh, I've got a suit in here.
Please put it on immediately. If someone came in here, do you realize what they would think?
What would they think?
Well, they think that perhaps you hired me for reasons other than my secretarial ability.
As a matter of fact, I did. Yes, you were cheap. You were living there for a minute, weren't you?
Just for that, I hope the Kravitz stay in the 5th floor for a year and get you up at 5 every morning.
I'm getting rid of them today. I'm bringing in a hired gun. No. He's just a troubleshooter, but he's the best. Cunning, cruel, ruthless, unprincipled, conniving. Oh, a beautiful man. Oh, by the way, his name is Homer Bedloe.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Bedloe.
How did you know my name?
You fit Mr. Drysdale's description perfectly. Sit down. You and Mr. Drysdale friends?
I don't have any friends. I hope Mr. Drysdale will find my work pleasing. I'd like to give up my job on the railroad and stay on here. A bank offers wonderful opportunities.
That's true.
You get to foreclose on mortgages, repossess cars and furniture. I'll bet it's a great kick to go and get a television set just when the kids are watching their favorite show.
May I ask what you're looking for?
Nice booby
Well,
traps.
surely you don't suspect
Well, it's a
that...
force of habit. I didn't get to be this old and mean by being careless.
Bethel?
Right. And you're Milburn Drysdale.
That's right.
I'd have known you anywhere. You're the spitting image of your father.
You knew Dad?
Worship
¡Hijo
your
de tu
father. He's the
puta
greatest man I ever knew.
Oh, Dad would have loved hearing you say that.
Excuse me, Chief. Your father would have loved being called mean?
But you never met the old gentleman, did you?
No, he was gone when I started working here.
Well, I'll see if I can find a picture of him.
You know, my first job was working as an office boy for your father.
Really? Oh, I'm surprised he ever let you get away. You and Dad must have been two of a kind.
Well, of course, that was 50 years ago. I was a dumb kid, had no sense of value. I goofed, and he fired me.
What did you do?
He was flogging a debtor, and I went to her defense.
Her defense. He was striking a woman?
That was the wonderful thing about Mr. Drysdale's father. He never discriminated.
Here we are. I thought I had a picture of him around. That's my dad.
What a man. It was a privilege to have worked for him. You know, I was with him the day he foreclosed on the old soldier's home.
Really? Gee, I envy you.
He had a pile of canes and trusses and ear trumpets as high as that desk. Cleaned them out.
There were giants in those days. Now remember, if the Climats happen to see us together, I caught you snooping around the fifth floor here.
Right.
This is Granny.
Oh, she's a dentist.
Dentist, doctor, surgeon, barber, obstetrician, you name it, she does it.
Doesn't look like an educated woman.
Never went to school in her life. She did all these things back in the hills, so she figures she can do them here. This is Mr. Clammett, my sergeant depositor.
Looks like a nice fellow.
Yes, he is. Strange, too. Growing up, he had everything going for him. Ignorance, hunger. He could have been rotten to the core.
Turned out nice.
Yes. Somewhere along the line, he went wrong.
Maybe he had a happy childhood.
That can warp a man.
Thank goodness I had your father to teach me the 3 R's. Looking, robbing, and repossessing.
You heard me, Bedlow. I said Jed Clappett is my friend, and you need him no longer. And stop bothering Granny and all the Clappets. Now get out of this building before I flatten you.
Strike a man with flashes, you can go to jail.
I'd go to prison for Jed Clappett. I'd hang for Jed Clappett. I'd face a firing squad for Jed Clappett. For Jed Clappett is a prince among men. He is my friend. It's great. Stay out, this fella. Oh, Mr. Clappett. Gee, I hope you didn't hear what I said. Yeah, I did. Oh, I'm so ashamed. I lost my temper. What I mean is, Bedlow, you get out of this building and stop bothering the Clappets. He ain't bothering us. I headed him off. Now get out of here and don't come back.
You haven't seen the last of me, Drysdale. I've got City Hall on my side.
And the Clampets have me on their side.
I want these people out of this building.
Over my dead body. Where's that fellow want us out of the building? Oh, he's just one of those officious meddlers. He claims that Granny doesn't have a medical school diploma or even a license to practice medicine. Well, frankly, I don't believe you do. You know, he even had the nerve to ask me if you belong to the Teeth Whippers Union or the Harness Menders Guild. Oh, I never knew there was such thing. Well, just ignore him. He's nothing but a nitpicker, a busybody. Well, and best not put up Jethro's picture and sign. Don't tell me he's going to be an agent again. Oh, he ain't aiming that high. He's lowered his sights considerable. He's going to be just a psychiatrist. Psychiatrist? Poor Twain, he looked up the spelling. Also, fish clean. Well, that was my idea. Jethro's uncommon good at it. Seems to me the two just gotta go together. Psychiatry and fish cleaning? Yeah, he says that psychiatry is just listening to folks talk. You're skin a catfish while he's doing that. I best feed it down. No. Put it up. No one's gonna push my friends around.
Oh, Mr. Drysdale, I was just coming down to your office to Let's go try on this upper plate that Jed whittled for you.
Oh, Granny, I'm awfully busy. That's true, Granny. This man's been fighting our battles first.
What battle?
There's some fella from City Hall here threatening to turn us out of the building.
How come?
Well, for one thing, he claims you don't have the proper medical education.
Me? That learned doctoring from John Hopkins?
You studied medicine at John Hopkins?
I can vouch for that. Granny rode a mule all the way to Kimbo, Arkansas, just to study with John and Elvira Hopkins.
John and Elvira Hopkins.
Probably the greatest husband and wife yarb doctoring team in the history of medicine.
How long you study with them, Granny?
I took the full course. Then I done what they call postgraduate work. All in all, I was there putting there 2 weeks.
Well, unfortunately, I'm afraid that won't impress the authorities here in California.
I'm in trouble, too, Granny, because I don't belong to something called the Teeth Whittlers Union or the Harness Menders Guild.
How about Jethro? Is the psychiatrist union too?
Well, I wouldn't doubt it.
Couldn't we just let the boy clean fish?
Well, no, that's where we're really in trouble. The International Brotherhood of Fishermen. But don't you people worry. I've thrown myself between you and the enemy. I shall not pass.
Mr. Drysdale, you can't duck the whole state of California single-handed.
Then I'll go down fighting. From the halls of Sacramento to the shores of old L.A. I will fight my clampets battles and protect them night and day.
Hi, doggies, Granny. I never realized Mr. Drysdale was such a scrapper.
He's got to have some Tennessee blood in him, Jim.
Look, Mr. Bedloe, I found another picture of Mr. Drysdale's father in the storage vault.
My hero.
He looks positively vicious.
Yeah, great guy.
Bureaucratic meddlers, I will shield them with my might. And if I should fall, there'll be a new star in heaven tonight.
I've got a great scheme to get rid of the Clampets.
Don't you dare!
That's what you hired me for. We're in this together.
Me, I won't betray a friend.
Good for you, Chief.
Oh, Dad, forgive me.
¡Hijo de tu puta madre!
Don't beat me, please.
Chief, your father can't beat you. He's dead and gone.
Oh, no, not Dad. If he couldn't take it with him, he didn't go.
Well, you're thinking straight now.
But why can't I be the man my dad was? He was perfect. Mean all the time.
Now that you come to your senses, we can put my scheme into action.
Is it a scheme my dad would have liked?
I call it Operation Rot.
Great. Now get up and win this one for the old jipper.
Just a minute. You're in this too. You've got a part to play.
I have?
Sure. I'm the bad guy and you're the good guy. You got a white hat?
I can get one.
Good. Now my scheme is I'll go up to the Clampets and give... Is she to be trusted?
No. He's honest. Come on.
Please don't use that kind of language in front of your father.
Yeah, tell me about it, dear.
Right.
Oh, put Dad's picture up. It'll serve as an inspiration for me. A shrine.
How about some fresh flowers?
That's a good idea. See if you can get some deadly nightshade and hemlock.
Those were his favorites.
You're a dirty, rotten old man.
Well, Mr. Cratchit, how's Granny's hair pull this working?
That's what I'm here to find out.
Well, come on over, sit down, and we'll have the unveiling. How long has the poultice been on?
Oh, a week. And I'm sure glad to get it off because everybody's been laughing at me.
Well, they ain't gonna laugh no more. It ain't long.
Becoming red.
Really? I had red hair when I was a boy. They used to call me Vic.
Take a look.
It's true. I'm young. I'm and handsome.
You sure enough are. It'll look much better when I pomade it and comb it.
No, I like it this way. Wild and untamed. It's the real me.
Here, behave yourself.
Mothers, hide your daughters. Quick, Cratchit. It lives and is on the loose in Beverly Hills.
Unfetched Jethro. I think this fella needs psychiatry.
Wait a minute, Boundy. Let's go out tonight and live it up.
Dad, I think he left the photos on too long. It's brought up some ideas along with his hair.
You can handle the hair all right, but I ain't so sure about the idea.
Ellie says this little fella needs a head shrink.
Ooh, don't shrink his head. This new hair won't fit it.
Come on, I'll cure you.
I don't want to be cured. Come over here, Blondie.
I'm behaving.
Oh, watch it, fellas. I'm a redhead and I've got a terrible temper.
Now, give me a couple of minutes to terrorize them, and then you come to the rescue. Right.
I wish Mr. Drysdale would send up the rest of his employees.
Well, don't worry, Granny. If these folks see how you focus hair on Mr. Cratchit, they'll come in bunches.
Well, while they're waiting, sit down and I'll give you my scalp.
All right, everybody out.
What?
You heard me. Clear out and take all this junk with you.
John, now stay here, Mr.
Don't you touch me. I've got a writ.
Well, no wonder you're feeling so mean. Come on, sit down and I'll lance it for you.
I'm talking about a legal writ ordering you to vacate these premises. I'm going to serve it on you right now.
Hold it right there, Bedlow.
Drysdale.
You craven coward. Threatening a couple of helpless women. Come out and fight like a man.
Don't cross me, Drysdale. I've got a legal writ right here. Mess with me, and I'll serve it on you.
Come ahead. I got a writ stopping your writ. We'll see who serves who.
Are you calling me out, Drysdale?
I'm calling you out, Bedlow.
You haven't got a chance. You're a banker. I'm a professional writ server.
Truth, honor, and justice will speed my hand, and my strength will be that of 10. For my heart is pure.
What's going on?
They's fixing to draw down on one another, Jed.
Yeah, they both got legal writ.
I serve you first. You wiped out Drysdale. You lose your bank, your home, everything.
I'll gladly pay that price to save my friends, the Clappets.
No, I can't let you do this. Mr. Drysdale, if this fella wants us to get out of the building, we'll go peaceful.
I whipped you, Drysdale.
You did not. Stand aside, Mr. Clappet. Let me at him.
Let him go, Jed. Let him fight it out. We don't want to leave this place.
No, we caused Mr. Drysdale enough trouble.
But they'll say I turned yellow, that I let down my best friend.
Well, it's better than getting wiped out. Come on, commence packing up.
Congratulations, Bedlow. You were terrific.
You were pretty good yourself.
Operation Rotten was a complete success.
Now we'll talk about my fee.
Oh, yes. How much do I owe you?
Give me a job in the bank and you don't owe me a penny.
You mean it?
Turn me loose in your loan department and I'll show you rottenness you never dreamed of.
It's a deal.
When do I start?
I'll get in touch. Have a nice trip back. Goodbye.
Bye.
Chief, surely you're not going to hire that evil man on a permanent basis.
Of course not. But I got rid of the Clampets, and it didn't cost me a cent.
You mean you deliberately swindled Mr. Bedlow?
That's the way Dad would have handled it.
Roger's office. Oh, yes, Mr. Clappet. Yes. Yes, well, I'll certainly tell the chief. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. Yes, thank you. Bye.
Appreciate what?
have decided you're the best friend they've ever had.
That's me.
They're proud of the way you fought for them, and they're not going to let you down.
Great.
They're staying on the 5th floor and going to fight with you.
Dan? What happened? I played it your way. I was rotten to the core. I double-crossed everybody. Where did I go wrong?